What's up, graphic designers? In addition to teaching Photoshop, I teach a few literacy support sections that are really fun. So, in a moment, what we're going to do is analyze expectations for this Venn diagram assignment. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of feedback on your performance, and I'm going to talk about expectations. But first, why not do a quick little activity with you guys I'm going to be doing with some of my literacy students later on. So, you're just going to shout out what you think the answer is as I slowly reveal letters from this particular, puzzle. The theme is an NBA player's tactics, and specifically, the tactic is to help you guys out or help him out on offense to create space from the defender. So I'm just going to start deleting letters and boxes, and we'll start off with that apostrophe S. There's a T there. Shout it out when you know. Shout it out when you know. Yes, it is James Harden's step back. Well done. You guys did such an amazing job. All right, so let's get back to this Venn diagram assignment. So here is what I know. The expectation is that you find three unique individuals and then blend their faces in the appropriate merging sections in this, as we have right here in this Venn diagram. We're gonna start off. Okay, we'll start off with G Dongs, and so he has LeBron in the lower left-hand corner, all blurred out. He's got Chris P. Bacon, Remy in the lower right-hand corner, and then for some reason, G-Dong integrated Chris Pratt. It's not really how Venn diagrams work. We're going to talk about how they should work and what makes the most sense. I actually like what Mabu did, and we're going to talk more about Mabu's in a moment. So here we've got LeBron, Larry David, and Jonesy. I'm not mad at this attempt to merge Larry David and Jonesy right here. That works okay. I think we can modify the levels by pressing Command L after you desaturate it, but that's a great start. I don't love this, and this is clearly still a work in progress. And so to be clear, what Freddie needs to do is create four versions where the three individuals are blended. We've got 1, 2, 3 in the bottom, and then 4 in the center. All right, thank you, Freddie. Here we got Jennifer's. Jennifer, I love Margot and Millie Bobby Brown blended right here. This is great. This looks awesome. I'm not sure how I feel about the Weeping Millie right here, but we're gonna keep working. I really like Jet's initial one featuring Drizzy, but Jet and everyone, you got to make your individual much bigger. So Drizzy's head only occupies 8% of the real estate of this section. You want to make it bigger because he's the hero of this particular piece. I like that we merged Drizzy and Luffy to create Druffy. I'm not mad about that. Again, we want him to be bigger. Here we've got Thor Finn, Thor Drizzy. This is awesome. Jet's on his way to making a masterpiece. This looks great. And you know what? The thing that I would really urge you to do is make this individual in the middle bigger so his face takes up, again, more real estate. Nice job, Jet. Is off to an A+. I really like how Brandon is merging Russell and Gru to create Grussel right there. But again, we have to have his facial features, his face featured far more prominently on this image. So I'm going to actually show you what I mean right now real quick. So I keep saying that. What exactly do I mean? Well, yikes. I'm going to click File, New, Enter, Command V. Everyone, your character's face, so like Gru, should be this big. Like it should be about that size, right? Russell, his face is mad small. Instead, like no one needs to see Russell's feet or his legs. We do want to see his face. Again, it should be like this big. And then Grussel, because we want to highlight, the amazing Photoshop that you're doing. Is this Victor? But when it's so small, it's hidden. It's not like revealing itself. And so we want it to be approximately this size. I love what you're doing. We're just going to increase the size for everything else. This looks great. Whose is this? Shout out to those of us who are putting our names in the file names. Here we got Zaina's. This is off to an interesting start. Just like Victor and everyone else, we're going to have the facial features, the faces featured far more prominently. And shout out to Mabu. Mabu gets extra credit. I love how he situated all of the wrappers nice and neat inside each of these little subsections. And here we got J. Cole and Drizzy. And I really like this blend right here. That looks amazing. There's still some work to be done here. I'm not sure how much work has been done here. And the only thing that I would say to Mabu and everyone is I think it's more fun when there's diversity and the kind of thematic themes that we're choosing. So here we got three rappers. Okay. I think it's maybe more fun if we had like a cartoon character and maybe a musician of some sort. So I know that Sophia's off to a great start. Thank you, Sophia. We've got a few more versions. Darren, who I care about, is doing great on Marvel Rivals, but I want him to do a 10 out of 10 on this assignment. And here's what we'll do. We'll spend a quick second, quick refresher, and we'll do it with Zaina's. Why not? All right, so I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna grab these two individuals. The woman, I legit don't know who this woman is. Shout out. Who is this woman? Cool, cool, cool. All right, Command V. I'm gonna grab her. Command C, Command V. And then I'm gonna assume is this Tom or is this Jerry? Great. All right, we want this guy to be a little bit bigger. And we want, again, her face featured more prominently. All right, so there's two ways we can merge it. We can put Tom's face on her head or her face on Tom's head. So let's do both. So I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna copy, and then I'm gonna copy one more time. I'm gonna use the eyedropper tool. I'm gonna grab this sort of brown. I'm gonna press B for the brush tool, and I'm just gonna sort of brush. Oh, and you know what? We want to make sure that we're on the right layer. So I'm gonna sort of brush over this, like so. And I'm doing a super bootleg job. And that's okay. I'm going to drag her face on top. We're going to press Command-Shift-U, Command-L. Always, 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 we're going to lighten the lights. We're going to darken the darks a tad. We're going to finesse it. And then I know that you guys know this. V, hold Shift, plus, plus, plus. Until we get something that we think looks like it makes sense. And so I cycled all the way through. And let's try multiply. You guys, I don't love this. So let's pretend we did love this. What we would then do is we'd use the layer mask X to make sure that black is in the foreground. We use B for brush. I'm going to drop the hardness all the way down so it's sort of softened. And then we've got something that looks a little bit like this, right? But you guys, I don't think this looks amazing. So what I might do is I might click on this image again, press Command L, and I'm going to darken the darks. And let's see if that creates a little bit more contrast. Okay, that's not looking awful. This is certainly bizarre, though. Am I right? All right, yikes. Okay, so then we're going to have something that looks a little something like this. Alternatively, and thanks for being patient, what can we do? All right, this is a new tool, ladies and gentlemen. Previously, we used the the elliptical marquee, or made a selection, and we did content aware. Instead, check this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down to the tool beneath the eyedropper. I'm going to right click. I'm going to select the patch tool. So instead of the spot healing brush tool, I'm going to select the patch tool. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to left click, and I'm drawing right around her eye. We got that selection. Then I'm just going to click and drag to like her forehead. Oh, you guys, make sure that we're on the right layer. I'm going to click and drag to her forehead, and wow, it's gone. That's cool. I'm going to do this actually a couple more times. I'm going to grab her eye, make a selection. I'm going to click and drag maybe to her cheek. And I don't love that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag to her forehead again. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Let's grab her nose. I have no idea who this is. We're going to click and drag. And then let's grab her mouth. This is freaky. This is scary. This is like nightmare material. And then what we could do is use the eyedropper tool, B for brush. Hardness is all the way down. We could go just like a little bit like this. Okay, this looks cool. Mad scary. We're going to go back to Tom and Jerry right here. I'm going to create a selection. Command C, Command V. I'm going to drag it to the top. Command Shift U, Command L. We're going to lighten the lights almost all the way. So we're going to have something that looks a little bit like this. Check to confirm. And then probably something that looks maybe a little bit like this. Let's try multiply one more time. All right, and I'm going to press Command L to lighten the lights just a tad more. Okay, there we go. And then you might recall yesterday or 2 days ago, we used the magic wand. We made a selection here, and let's see what it work. I don't know if it'll work. Bring white to the foreground, new layer on top. Bam. I'm gonna use the magic wand again. Oops. It doesn't matter. What we can do is we can highlight other areas. Magic wand. Oh, so we would have to seal up. We can do something similar. All right, we could simply color in the other eye. So here is two options, both very scary options, and I'm not sure this is the ideal example. This is what we're striving for as we create Venn diagrams. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Good luck.